not to try and hide things and delay things. We didn't think and don't think it would be fair to wait until 10 days before someone has to be removed from a nursing home to tell them that they got to get out. Secondly, the federal government requires a redetermination of eligibility. Let me back up. I don't know if I said the question was, would we roll back the clock and not send out the notices to the nursing homes? The federal government requires that when you're affecting eligibility programs, and there were 4 eligibility programs that are being affected by the budget as it left the House, when you do that, you have to make a redetermination of that individual's eligibility for Medicaid. You've got to find out if they may be eligible for some other relief that would keep them covered. And that process has to begin, and it would involve, in many cases, contacting the individuals. Rather than a simple phone call just coming out of nowhere, we felt it appropriate to give this written notice that emphasizes this may happen, not going to happen until the feds say it's going to happen, but to put them on notice that it could happen. And so that was a real important part of our consideration, that notice needed to be given. People needed to be aware of it because the redetermination was going to be made. And that was the primary motivation behind doing it. It was very carefully worded, and it was not done without a lot of careful thought as to whether or not it was the appropriate timing. I delayed it by about a week. The committees were told it would go out May 1st, but we wanted to wait a little bit longer, refine the language, and talk to CMS. If it had been done for scare tactics, if it had been done for political purposes, we would have sent out notices to 1 million people instead of 37,000 and told them, call your legislator to fix this. We didn't do that. We weren't playing those kind of games, but yes, we believe the notice was appropriate and was necessary. We regret having to do it because we didn't want to reach this point. It's why we had a special session earlier this year that would have avoided that eventuality.